Welcome to our YouTube channel, your ultimate guide to mastering the stock market. Whether you're a complete beginner or looking to refine your trading skills, you're in the right place. Here, we'll break down everything you need to know about the stock market. We'll start with easy-to-follow tutorials designed for beginners, guiding you through the basics of investing and trading. If you have any questions, please add them to the comment section below and our team will respond as soon as possible. Thanks. Do not forget to like and subscribe.
Hello everybody. Okay, this video is to run through the pre-market review for the trading activity on Friday, how I got to trade this stock NVDA on Friday. So basically, when I do my market prep, we're looking for stock selection. So the stock selection is based on the particular characteristics of the stock in the market before the market opens. Now, NVIDIA was already showing a lot of activity. You can see this is the pre-market price. Actually, pre-market starts from here. This is what happened after the close on Thursday, from here to here. And from here, it's the pre-market. So the pre-market activity, you can see price was going up and down. But really, there's no clear direction. And this should have given a signal to what was going to happen here. But you can't really based on that, to be honest. So the pre-market activity, the volume was high. I would show you on my platform how I get the volume for the stock. Nvidia was already trading about 15 million shares pre-market. That is huge. So what I now do is I start doing my analysis. So this is how I do my analysis. I start with the daily graph and see what does the market look like. What does the stock look like on a daily graph? Clearly, I could see. Let me just clear this properly. I've prepared this for this following Monday. So these lines here are for Monday starting the 16th. So just ignore that. But I'll just give you a basic understanding of how I do my market prep. Okay, so this was this was what happened on Friday. So this is the previous candle. This is what you would see in the pre-market, and also maybe a movement in price before the market open, telling you whether it's going up or going down. But what we're looking at is what's the characteristics of the daily. You can see they're good daily volumes. There was a consolidation here, right? There was a consolidation here. Let me show that in a box. There was a consolidation here. You see, for a few days. Let's remove the weeks. Let's just use the price. There was consolidation here. We broke out of that consolidation on huge volume. That is strength. Then we have a continuation day breaking the 50 SMA, right? Which is this. So that tells me we are good, right? The volume was even higher than this previous days. Also, I then looked at the volumes, right? If you look at this for Monday now, you can see that even on Friday, the price came down and tested and respected this 50 SMA. So which tells me that Nvidia is still good for the following Monday, and the price closed at about 75% high of the bottom. So we are still good for Monday. So if you're doing a Monday analysis for the 16th, let me just quickly run you through this. This is what I did. I marked the low of Friday, the high on Friday, the high on the previous day, which is Thursday, the low on the previous day, which is Thursday. And another thing I need to add is the close. You can see, let me add the close. And one thing you will see straight away is that the closing price here on this day, Friday, and the closing price on Thursday but basically the same. So let's look at the stock. You see, NVDA closed 0.003 down. So that is flat. So that's strength really. So NVIDIA most likely will be bullish for Monday. So that's what I do. And then the next thing you want to do is this is the daily graph. You then go to the 30 minutes graph. The 30 minutes graph will give you an indication of what's happening in the last 5 days. So this is the 1 day, 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So looking at it, you can see it's trending up. It's trending up. So basically, we're looking for a play onto the long. So when we do this, we're looking for key areas where price are touched and rejected. Pull this together. You're looking for your V's and your inverted V's. So this is your V here, and this is your inverted V's. So these areas are the areas you want to pay attention to. These are areas of rejection or consolidation, which are most likely going to be retested. So we have that there. Let me just pull that clearly. So when you put it together, you see it. You see, over the time, you can also do this. This is where I'm going to be paying attention to on Friday, on Monday now. These two areas, 1, 2, and if we break through this, the next one I'll be looking for is here. What's going to happen here? All right. So once you do that, you then drill down to your 5 minutes. So remember, this is the pre-market review, so this won't be there. So on your 5 minutes, you look at your 5 minutes as well. You look at your areas of rejection and support and resistance. Really, that's what you're looking for. So once that is done, and I've marked the key areas, I'm ready for the market open. So once the market open, what I'm now looking for is I'm looking for the high of the pre-market and the low of the pre-market, right? Looking for price to either break up or down. If you look at this, you see that this is the low of the pre-market, right? No, this is actually no, this is the aftermarket, right? From here to here is aftermarket, but this is the pre-market. If you look at this level, this is the low of the pre-market. You can see price bouncing. You can see, look towards your right, you can see price bouncing off this level. So ideally, I should have set an alert off this level and pick entries off that. Especially in this case, when you see a big hammer and closing above it and it's at a key price area, you buy. A key price area, we buy. Okay, so that's the pre-market. So that's how I do mark all my stocks before the market opens. We would then wait for the market to open and then take our trade based on that. I'll keep this short so that I will add it to my other videos, and then we can have a pre-market prep, go into the market before we start trading. Thank you very much. Please, if you like this analysis, if you have any comment, please don't forget to like and share. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Today is the 15th of September 2024. I'm carrying out my first review of my trading on Friday, which unfortunately was a nasty trading day. Um, but I'm going to run you through the trade I took, the strategy, and what I could have done better. I'm sure other videos, I'm going to show you other videos that were a successful trade, but this was a nasty trading day, and the trade was not successful at all. Okay, let's start off. I would create another video that will run us through the stock selection process, the pre-market review, the opening bell, and the strategy I'm trading. So basically, if you are taking a trade, The trade will be based on different criterias. First, we do the stock selection, right, to find what we call the stock in play. Once we have the stock selection, then we do the pre-market review to see if the stock is suitable for play when the market opens. We learn to look at the characteristics of the stock at the pre-market. That's two. Once we've looked at the stock in play, we've identified it as a stock in play. We look at the pre-market characteristics that is fine. Then we look into the opening bell, and we trade what we call the 5 minutes ORB. That is the 5 minutes opening range breakout. I will explain all this later. Now, once we play the 5 minutes opening range breakout, we then look for a continuation trend or continuation trade, and then a pullback, and then our exits, and then the close to trade. There are a lot of things that goes on in that time frame. So we're looking at stock selection, we're looking at the pre-market play, we're looking at the 5 minutes opening range, we're looking at the entry, we're looking at the exit, we're looking at the VWAP. I'm going to point all that in this video. So let's kick off. I chosen NVDA as a stock in play, and I was going to trade it on Friday. So this was how it went. This is the 5 minutes time frame for NVIDIA, and this is the 1 minute time frame for NVIDIA. I bet you're wondering all this line. Let me just give you a small description of what all these lines are, and they're significant lines which are automatically drawn using the trading platform I use. But you might have to draw it depending on the trading platform you use. This is a professional trading platform. This is called DAS. So these are the lines. This is the closing price 2 days ago. So if today was the today is the 15th, as this is the closing price on will be the closing price on the 13th, 2 days before, and this is the highest price on the same day. This is the pre-market low. I told you we do the pre-market review. This is the closing price yesterday, and this is the highest price pre-market. So pre-market, pre-market, high pre-market, low pre-market. 2 days ago high, and 2 days ago low. This is yesterday's close. Somewhere around here we have a yesterday's high. If this was a positive day. So let's go by what's happening today. The strategy we're trading is called the 5 minutes opening range breakout, which means we look at the characteristics of the price in the last 5 minutes. If the sorry, we look at the characteristics um, of the stock in the first 5 minutes of open to determine whether it's going up or going down, and take a trade around this blue line called the VWAP, the volume weighted price. I'll explain all that later. So market opened on Friday. Just a clear summary. It was a clear, choppy day, which means market did not find a direction. So I was whipped up and down. But let me show you how the trade went. Market open. This is the first 5 minutes. You can see the first 5 minutes candle has what we call a wick up here and a wick down there, which is showing indecision. This is the price. Price opening up here and close there, or opening down here and close there. Yeah, it was positive, but it's a weak candle. What we're really looking for when this market opened the first 5 minutes is something like this. This would have been a solid candle telling me that whoa, this 5 minutes is bullish, and I'll be um, looking at taking a trade long. But in this case, this was weak. So this is the 5 minutes, and this is the 1 minute. So this 1 minute of that first 5 minutes candle indecision. The second one was a red, it was selling off. The third one was a red, right? But it bounced off this pre-market low. So that's telling me that okay, price is going down, but it's not breaking down this pre-market low. But ideally, I wait for the first 5 minutes. One, two, three, four. The fourth count minutes was bullish, which was good, but we are still below the VWAP, which is weakness. As soon as price went above the VWAP and closed above the VWAP, I took my first trade. Perfect entry. right? It closed above the VWAP and it closed above this red line, which is the previous day's close. So that is a convincing candle telling me that we're about to start moving up. But what happened? It turned around, boom. And as soon as it turned around, it stopped me out. My stop was below here. So I entered here with a stop immediately below the candle. It took me out. So I waited. I saw another candle come in here, close above the view up again. I took an entry. As I took an entry, I could see it turned against me again. I sold. So that was really it's very small loss. Again, I wait to see what's going on. It came down right there, went onto a new high. I entered it again. Right this time, it went straight up, which is good, and I took my profit there while it was coming down. So I closed. So it was a small gain, but it was okay. It was fine. I quickly took my profit because we were far extended from what we call the view up here. So I waited, but I noticed it was going up. So as soon as it broke the high of this candle, I took another entry, this blue one. But in this case, I made a mistake because as soon as it went up, I was in green. I thought I'd move my stop to break even, which means when this candle closed red, I wasn't worried. I was saying that okay, it might come down, and if it comes down and it hits my breaks break even point, I'll be stopped out, and if it doesn't, it will go up. All of a sudden, I noticed it breached that line and it kept going down. I was like, what's going on? By the time I looked to see that I wasn't at break even, I was at my original stop point. It was too late. It flushed down and I lost almost $300 in that trade. So I took a breather. The next candle was red, telling me it was bullish, but still no clear direction. And I saw this solid white candle again, crossing above the VWAP, telling me it's about to go up again. I entered, turned around again, I stopped out. So I was like, no, this is not good. This is choppy. But at this point, I'd concluded it was a choppy day, which took me too long really to find out. As soon as I took this first trade, came down, took this second trade, came down here, I should have classified this as a choppy trade and then wait for a clear decision entry on the 5 minutes. But in this case, I noticed we are now trading below the VWAP. So I said, okay, if we're trading below the VWAP now, what's going on? It seems this stock wants to go down. And I look at the general market was down. So I took a shot here with my stop here. I took a shot. The price went a little bit up. I wasn't bothered. It came all the way down, which was good, but I did not take the profit quick enough. This was a £300 dollar profit I should have taken. Excuse me. I was waiting for a big move all the way down. So it went up, came back down again. As it was going back up, I just closed the trade. It was almost at broke even. So that was not good. And that was that trade, which was really horrendous. I lost about $600 on this trade. So that was my trade for Friday on NVDA. Let me see if there's any other. I think I have another clip of other trades I take. Well, let's just review this for now, right? And then we can take it on later. Thank you. Please, if you like this analysis, put your comments below and subscribe so that you can get further analysis on other trades I take. So basically, what I'm going to eventually doing is I'm going to be looking at stocks to trade every day and do analysis of the before and the after trade. Really, there's so many things that goes into a stock, um, into a trade. But more often than not, what you hear is people say, "Oh, trade this pattern and trade that strategy, and you make money." Even if you automate a strategy, that will only work for a while. And when I say work for a while, it can work for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and the market condition stays changes and it's not working anymore. So basically, what you're looking for is you want to take your trade looking at the stock candle for candle, 5 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 1 minute, looking at your volume, right? And make your decision based on that. Take for instance, this opened, even though you had high volume, the price did not go anywhere. So that was a negative. It was followed by next candle, which was red. It went up and came down. Then we have a negative candle here, which shows all the way down, but the volume had reduced. The volume is almost half this. And we could also see a bounce on the previous day as a pre-market low, which tells me that buying is coming in. Then I got the next candle in on good volume, bigger than this sell, and it was a solid candle closing at about 90% of the price. So ideally, I should have taken an entry here. But one of my rules is I don't take go long below the VWAP because the VWAP it's an area of rejection. They might reject it there. So I waited for it to close the VWAP. It closed the VWAP and I went long. Anyway, I'll keep it short for now. I want to make this analysis videos not more than 15 minutes so that if I have two, three, or four more video stocks that I traded, I analyze them on 15 minutes basis to have a 1 hour video. Let me know if you like this kind of analysis or for every trade, and then we can discuss this further in other video. Thank you very much.